Presenting Donald Flash. What's up, everyone? It's your friend Don Flash here. For those of you that don't know who I am, which is pretty much everyone watching this live stream right now, I'm an aspiring music producer slash DJ slash entrepreneur slash internet marketer slash graphic designer slash and stock investor slash real estate agent. Pretty much, I'm just someone that's trying to be really rich, so I don't have to go to work. Now that we know who I am, we got that out of the way. Another thing we gotta get out of the way. I was not drinking beer just now. I was actually drinking some Minute Maid apple juice. This video is not sponsored by Minute Maid, but I'm just mentioning this just so I don't get my video in any trouble or anything like that, or banned, I guess, because I know certain countries have a problem with alcohol. I've been drinking this stuff, so Minute Maid apple juice. Hang on. Sorry, I lost track of my thoughts here. So we're gonna try and keep this intro as short as possible because we do have a problem of making the intros longer than they have to be. And plus, people are here right now because it is early morning. Well, not even that early morning. It's almost 10 a.m. here in Ontario. So today on the Don Flash Show, we air our 10th episode, and rather than the regular nonsense that we normally partake in, we have something special we planned today. We are going to talk about the situation in Ukraine and the little war they got going on. Well, I wouldn't say it's really little, but the war they got going on between, it's apple juice, not beer. And the war they got going on between Ukraine and Russia. Now, we take a brief look at Putin's early life. Pretty much, I just came up with this idea today, so I didn't do much research on it. Just it's at the bottom of the description, but we'll take a brief look at Putin's early life and a brief look at the relationship between Ukraine and Russia. I'll share my thoughts I have on the situation, and we'll close the show off from there. Now, I'm going to try to keep this as close to half an hour as possible because I don't think I've ever kept this under half an hour. So we're going to try and keep this between the 25 to 30-minute mark as possible. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm just going to empty out this apple juice, make sure we got all the apple juice here. I don't want to be wasting any drops, just perfectly good pure apple juice right here. Okay, that's good right there. And okay, we got all the apple juice out, just so I don't have to take it home with me because I don't have enough room for it. Let's just take a quick sip real quick. Gotta love that Minute Maid apple juice. Let's get right into the program then. Well, let's first start off with Putin's early life. Now, like I said, all the links to the resources I use for this video will be at the bottom of the description if you want to check them out yourself. But yeah, let's get right into it. So, when Vladimir Putin was born in 1952 in what the fuck is this? Oh shit! Hang on a second. This is not the right one, is it? No, yes. Okay. Vladimir Putin was born on October 1st. Oh, October 1st, really? He was born on October 1st, 1952, in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, Russia. He was born an only child and his father was a dedicated war veteran, and his mother, who was a foreman in a metal factory, who died in August 1999. The weakest son was actually appointed Prime Minister of Russia. His mother did not work outside the home and died a year and a half before he was appointed Prime Minister of Russia. How ironic is that? Now, growing up in Leningrad, Putin, he didn't really grow up very rich. He lived in an apartment with two other families, so he had it pretty hard as a kid. On top of that, in Russia, there's a lot of bullying known to be going on, especially if you're a smaller kind of guy. So I'm guessing Putin had to deal with a lot of that during his childhood. It doesn't say that here, but I would think that he would have to deal with a lot of that because he was a smaller child, it says. His mother secretly had him baptized as an Orthodox Christian, and he remains a practicing member of church. He even delivered a Christmas speech in Moscow in 1999. Now, though he was a small built and slim child, it says he was able to hold his own fights thanks to martial art classes. By age 16, he was ranked a top expert in sambo, which is a Russian combination of judo and wrestling. So judo and wrestling. So yeah, that's you mix the two together. I'm guessing you would know how to fuck a man up at least. Anyway, it says he also attended a prestigious high school, 281, which only accepted students with near perfect grades. So not only was he someone who was able to defend himself, he was also a pretty smart person. Now, he was also known to have a lot of ambition and stuff growing up as a kid, and he also had a lot of interest in spy movies, which I guess led him to join the KGB, or what do they call it? Yeah, KGB. I'm just gonna follow along with the. I'm getting off track. I'm just gonna follow along with what the website says. I'm not gonna read it word for word, but I'm just gonna follow along with the website. Now we're gonna go back to the high school part because I left some stuff out there. The high school he attended was the only one in Russia to stress chemistry, which was Putin's interest. However, he soon moved away from that interest and towards liberal arts and biology. While Putin was in school, he worked at the school radio station where he played music by the Beatles and other Western rock bands. Though he attended parties, which means he was kind of popular in high school, he was reportedly more mature than others his age, according to his fellow students, quoted by Michael Wines in the New York Times. He was also fascinated by spy movies as a teen, led him which led him to become a KGB agent. Now, he went to Leningrad State University. Putin was the school's judo champion in 1974, so he didn't only know how to do judo, but he was pretty good at it, I'm guessing. He graduated from the law department in 1975, and it's noted that he graduated with honors too. So he didn't just graduate; he graduated with honors, and he received good, not great grades. So he was a meticulous student, says Valerie Boussaid. At least that's what it says here. I think that's how you pronounce her name. He also received a doctorate in economics after his scholastic record had been removed. He did that for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Now, moving on from that, instead of entering the law field right out of school, Putin landed a job with the KGB. So now it gets into the part where he joins the KGB. I forget what that stands for, but it's like the Russian FBI essentially. So pretty much, okay, so they're not even sure here because it's also saying that some reports stated that he joined the elite foreign intelligence arm called the First Chief Directorate. The Newsweek article claimed that his first position was actually in the department called Service Number One in the agency's Leningrad office. Okay, I'm just reading it straight from the website here, but essentially, well, it also says in his class of 100, he was the only one to land a job with the KGB. So I guess that must be some sort of accomplishment or stuff. But we're getting a little off topic here now. So that's a little bit about his early life. We're not gonna get too big into like how he met his wife and stuff like that because that's not what we're here for. Now, moving on. Let's move on now. So we're gonna fast forward to the time where he was appointed Russian prime minister. So after about I guess you could say about like 10, 15 years of working with the KGB, moving around Europe, various parts of Europe, so in 1990 he returned to his hometown Leningrad and took a job in the International Affairs Department at his alma mater, screening foreign students. However, that was a cover for his continuing intelligence. Okay, so he's still with the KGB at this part. So before long though, Anatoly Sobchak, I think that's how you pronounce his name, had become the first mayor of St. Petersburg. That's what they renamed his hometown of Leningrad to, and asked him to join his administration. So in 1991, just as the Soviet Union was beginning to unravel, like so pretty much collapse, Putin resigned from the KGB. So I would say after about 10 to 16 years of being with the KGB, he resigned from the KGB at the rank of colonel. So he made it up the rank. So he wasn't just a regular agent. As you can see, he was pretty good at working with the KGB. If he could make it to colonel, because I would have been. I'm not sure how the ranks work in Russia, but I know here in Canada, colonel is like actually no, I think I would say colonel's like in the middle of like of the private and the no colonel's pretty high up because it's higher than captain and like lieutenant. I would say, but anyway, in different countries they have the ranks working differently. But either way, I would say colonel. It's better than being a regular agent. Let's put it like that. Now, what does it say here? So yeah, he resigned from the KGB and he got involved in politics. He allegedly quit because he wanted to be a part of important things going on in Russia at the time, or perhaps many of his colleagues in the KGB were persecuted after the fall of the Berlin Wall. In any event, he became the mayor's external affairs aide in 1994. So in 1994, so just 3 years after getting involved with politics, he became deputy mayor. Now let's see. During his time in the city government, he may not have gotten the city of what was he mayor of again? It was St. Petersburg, his hometown. While he was the mayor of St. Petersburg, he may not have gotten the city to as fortunate of a level as he wanted to get it to, but he did help improve the city a lot by building things such as highways, uh, but building an infrastructure such as highways, telecommunications, hotels to mainly support foreign affairs. He also is the reason why Coca-Cola, a Japanese electronic firm, NEC, moved into St. Petersburg. He also gained the nickname the Great Cardinal at this time. Now, fast forward to 1999, he gets a. Let's just fast forward to 1999. So, fast forward to 1999, after Yeltsin, the president of Russia at the time, does it say his full name? Yeah, so in August of 1999, after Yeltsin had gone through 5 prime ministers in 17 months, which is a lot of prime ministers to go through, he appointed Putin, who was originally dismissed by many observers as not viable, hire apparent to the ill president. So Putin became appointed prime minister in 1999, and he was prime minister from 1999 to 2000, I believe. And then and, during this time, he went from being someone that he pretty much managed to gain a fan base in the time he was prime minister, based on what I'm reading here. I'm not going to read it word for word because it's not going to sound interesting that way. Now let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, yeah. So we're going to fast forward a bit after. And we're going to fast forward to 2012, where Putin allegedly becomes president for the first time, based on what I'm reading here. Don't quote me on this because I'm getting this off the internet. I don't know how well these people have their facts, but Putin becomes president in 2012, and that's when he pretty much starts running the operations in Russia. Now that we have a little bit of rundown on Putin and his rise to power, let's take a look at the Russian-Ukrainian relationship and the history of that. So both Russia and Ukraine claim their heritage from Kievan-Rus. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled Kievanrus. Those are two separate words. So Kievan is one word, Rus is another word. A polity that united most of the East Slavic and some Finnish tribes that appointed Byzantine Orthodoxy in the 9th and 11th centuries. Okay, I don't. Okay, it doesn't say anything about the. Okay, so oh fuck! What did I just do? No! No one cares about that shit. Go. Holy fuck! This stupid fucking computer. It just clicks shit on its own. It fucking pisses me off. So after the Mongol invasion of Kievan-Rus, the histories of people inhabiting territories of Russia and Ukraine diverged. I'm literally just reading it off the website here because I have no idea what I'm talking about here. The Grand Duchy of Moscow united all remnants of Rus' northern provinces and evolved into the Russian state. The Kingdom of Galicia, Volhynia. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing these properly. I'm bad for words. Came under the domination of Grand Duchy Lithuania, followed by the Polish Lithuanian Commonwealth. Within the Commonwealth, the militants Zaporozhian Cossacks refused Polonization and often clashed with the Commonwealth government, which was good. So among the Cossacks caused by the rebel against the Commonwealth and seek union with Russia, which they had similarities in culture, language, and religion, this was formalized through the Treaty of Pereyaslav, Pereiaslav in 1654, starting in the mid-17th century. Much of Ukraine's territory was gradually annexed by the Russian Empire and ultimately taken away by the time of the late 18th century partition of Poland. Soon after the Cossack host was forcibly disbanded by the Russian Empire, most Cossacks were relocated to the Kuban region on the southern edge of the Russian Empire, or the Kuban, because it's spelled Kuban. Because I know Cuban is spelled Cuban, so I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. The Russian Empire considered Ukrainians and Belarusians to be ethnically Russian and referred to them as Little Russians. Until the end of World War I, this view was only opposed by a small group of Ukrainian nationalists. Nevertheless, a perceived threat of Ukrainian separatism set in motion a set of measures aimed at the Russification of the Little Russians. In 1801, the Ukrainian language was banned from schools as a subject and language of instruction. In 1876, Alexander II, Secretary M's Ukaz prohibited the publication and importation of most Ukrainian language books, publication, performances, and lectures in the Ukrainian language, and even printing of Ukrainian text accompanying musical scores. So for a little bit, they had the Ukrainian language banned in the Ukraine, which is kind of stupid, but I'm not going to argue with that. I don't know what the reasoning is behind that. Now, it doesn't exactly say when Ukraine gained its independence back, but by the Soviet government. Okay, so by the beginning of 1918, at the end of World War I, Ukraine declared its full independence from the Russian Republic on January 22nd, 1918, as the Ukrainian People's Republic, which existed from 1970 to 1922. The true treaties, Brest, Litvios, that Ukraine and Russia signed separately, was the Central Powers calm the military conflict to them and peace. Okay, so I'm guessing, hang on. And it says in 1922, Ukraine and Russia were two of the founding members of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics and were the signatories of the treaty that terminated the union in Ukrainian language. This was followed by a period of Korenizatsiya that promoted the, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, cultures of the different Soviet republics. So essentially, Ukraine gained its independence in 1918 after I think 200 years or some shit like that, or a little more than 200 years. And yeah, it's pretty much had its independence for a little bit over 100 years now. The war with Russia, I don't know exactly what's going on. I guess the Ukrainian president must have pissed off Putin or something, but our deal must have gone wrong. They're not going to tell us exactly what happened because that's just how the media works. They never tell you exactly what's going on out there. But I'm guessing it's some misunderstanding between Putin and the Ukrainian government or something like that. But essentially, that's what I think that at least that's what I would think is going on with this war between Ukraine and Russia. Now, my thoughts of the whole situation. I think there's a different way to deal with it. People are probably gonna laugh at me and say this, but we all know that violence never solves anything. And Russia going in to invade the Ukraine, that's I believe me when I say violence. I know I may come across as a peaceful guy when I talk to you guys on the internet and stuff, but trust me, when I get angry, I could be one of the most violent people out there. I'm just really good at hiding it. I'm guessing Putin's the exact same way. That's how he became leader of the Russian Republic or the Russian nation, I guess would be the proper terminology here. But anyway, so yeah, so believe me when I say violence never solves anything. If there's, I was making sure no one walks by here is me talking to my laptop here, but I always believe that there's a different way to deal with things other than being violent, and we should always go the way that doesn't involve violence. And that's just my opinion. I don't expect I don't expect everyone else to agree with me, but I would like for everyone else to agree with me. I think the world would be more peaceful that way, but that's just my opinion again. If Putin or the Ukrainian government just so happens to see this, which I highly doubt, but if they do, just hear me out. Violence isn't going to solve anything. Going to war, all it's going to do is just kill innocent people. I mean, I know that's the ultimate agenda here. No, I'm just kidding, or maybe I'm not. I can't exactly say because I don't want to get raped up the ass or nothing. But yeah, all I'm saying is there's more to meets the eye in this world, and there's a lot of stuff that they won't tell us, but there's a lot of stuff that they can't tell us because of the higher powers won't allow it, and we don't know who the higher powers are for some reason because the higher powers want to stay hidden. You're probably wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. One day you will know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's not today. Some of you probably already do. Those that already do most likely are labeled as crazy, uh, yeah, I'm not here to judge or make fun of anyone. I'm just here to pretty much give my opinion on the whole situation. I think this war is not going to solve anything. I think there's a better way to deal with this. And hell, if Putin and the Ukrainian leader want, I'll sit the two down and we'll talk it all out, and I'll personally come up with a way for them to deal with this rather than go shooting missiles at each other and stuff like that. But who am I for them to be listening to anyway? I'm just some 25-year-old security guard kid trying to become a famous music producer, so chances are they won't listen to me. But that's just how the world is. I'm not going to complain about it or anything because there's not much complaining is going to do. Complaining does just as much as violence does, and it's pretty much nothing. If anything, complaining does more damage than it does fixing problems, and the same with violence. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on the cameras here at work. But yeah, I know I sound drunk right now, but that's because I'm tired because I've been up all night and stuff like that, and I'm a little bit out of it right now. I didn't exactly rehearse for this. I'm very bad at improvising stuff. I'm better off when I rehearse this and premeditate this. I didn't exactly do that today. I just kind of went into this like with a blind eye. But hey, that's pretty much my thoughts on the whole Ukraine versus Russia situation. I think there's a better way to deal with this, and I highly doubt they're going to want my advice. But Putin and Ukrainian leader, if sorry, I'm going to look up who the Ukrainian president is right now, just so I can stop calling him Ukrainian leader and start addressing him by his name. Oh, his name is actually similar. Well, his first name is similar to Vladimir's name. Okay, so he's much younger. He's 25 years younger than Putin, also. So the Russian leader is Vladimir Putin, as we all know, and then the Ukrainian president is Volodymyr. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I apologize if I'm not. Zelensky. So, Mr. Putin and Mr. Zelensky, if you guys want to know a different way you can deal with this other than violence, hit me up. You you can find my social medias on my channel, and I believe it's my life music video. That's where I have my Instagram and my TikTok and Facebook, and we could all sit down and I'll find a way for us to deal with this without blowing up land and hurting innocent people. That's only if you're down. I don't actually expect you to um, reach out, or even reach you, or well, I don't even think anyone's gonna actually watch this video, but just fucking seriously pisses me off sometimes. But hey, in the odd chance that you do see this video and you both are down, hey, feel free to hit me up and we'll find a way to resolve this without using violence. So anyway, we're approaching the half-hour mark right now. I wanted to keep this under half an hour, so I think we're going to cut the video from here. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below the whole Ukraine-Russia situation. And if you guys want Vladimir and Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky to hit me up and we all like resolve this peacefully, comment, make sure to like and share this video and make it go viral, I guess. So there's a better chance of them seeing this because there's always a better chance of the two seeing this if it goes viral. Um, and that's it for now. I highly doubt even if it does go viral, they'll want to resolve this peacefully. But I don't know how they are. Maybe you never know. The world is full of surprises. Like I said, there's more to it than meets the eye. But yeah, we're that's pretty much my thoughts on the situation. And let's hope for the best here. As usual, my name is Don Flash. I hope you guys enjoyed this 10th episode of the Don Flash Show, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everyone. Let's cue the outro music. Hang on a second. Peace out, Holmes.